Let's get this morning started with some electrifying and potentially uplifting news courtesy of Chevrolet. The all-new 2024 Chevy Silverado EV will actually end up having a higher driving range than originally expected. Let's dive right in.
Motronics.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alex Luft, and welcome back to the Motronics channel. And if you are brand new here, well, in that case, welcome. So when GM first announced the 2024 Chevy Silverado EV, it expected to achieve a driving range of 400 miles from a full charge. That would be specifically on the work truck, or WT, as well as on the RST trims. But now the very first official estimates from the EPA are in, and they're more impressive than GM's initial figures. So the EPA estimates that the 2024 Silverado EV will deliver an estimated 450 miles of driving range from a full charge. Now, before I continue, I must note that these range figures are based on ideal conditions, and they may vary based on factors like weather, driving habits, and payload. But even still, the EPA's official estimate means that the Silverado EV WT will have a range that's over 100 miles higher than that of its closest competitor currently on sale. And that, of course, is the Ford F-150 Lightning, which has an EPA estimated driving range of 320 miles from a single charge. That's essentially a difference of a not so insignificant 130 miles. 130 miles. So no matter which way you cut it, the F-150 Lightning with the highest range, the difference between it and the 2024 Silverado EV work truck with a 24 module battery, which I'll get to in a second, the difference in range between those two trucks is, again, 130 miles. GM says that extensive development and testing enabled engineers to go above and beyond the initial range expectations. This impressive range is paired with the ability to charge at 350 kilowatts, making the Silverado EV work truck very attractive to fleet customers. The 2024 Chevy Silverado EV 3WT and 4WT, these are essentially the higher end trim levels of the work truck range. These will be the very first models to go into production starting this spring, and they will be available exclusively for fleet customers. The 3WT as well as the 4WT Silverado EV work trucks utilize a 24 module battery pack that powers a motor on the front axle as well as another motor on the rear axle, making for a total system output of 510 horsepower. Soon after launch, the Silverado EV work truck will become available with a smaller 20 module battery pack, and this configuration will deliver a GM estimated 350 miles of range, again on a full charge. Now, for the sake of comparison, the GMC Hummer EV pickup, which is the only other Ultium-based vehicle to utilize the 24 module battery pack, it has a maximum driving range of 329 miles on a full charge. As a reminder, the 2024 Silverado EV rides on the narrow body variant of the GM BT1 platform, which is also utilized by the upcoming GMC Sierra EV. Meanwhile, the GMC Hummer EVs, the pickup as well as the SUV, they ride on the wide body variant of the same BT1 platform. A quick note about BT1, it does not have anything in common with the GM T1 platform that is used in the internal combustion engined Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra pickup trucks. Pricing for the Silverado EV 3WT starts at $72,905 US and $77,905 for the 4WT trim level. Production will begin very soon at the GM Factory Zero plant that was previously known as the GM Detroit Hamtramck plant, before eventually following suit at the GM Lake Orion plant, which currently builds the Chevy Bolts, the Chevy Bolt EV, as well as the Chevy Bolt EUV. GM tells us that it's on track to deliver the very first Silverado EV work truck units to commercial customers this spring, putting the all-new electric pickup into the toughest use cases first. Meanwhile, the Silverado EV RST First Edition will go into production this fall for retail customers. For Metrolix and GM Authority, I'm Alex Luft. Happy motoring, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Motrolix.